All right, what's up, y'all? This is Uncle P, and this is just a simple trade. I just want to show you guys this one. This is a no-brainer. I told you guys that my son had, for many of you guys who don't know me, I'm Uncle P, by the way, and I have my son who I taught how to trade, and we do with our system, the Simplicity system, this one here that you're looking at. It also comes with free lifetime classes. So one of the things that we did, I brought in my son who also trades now, and he introduced a strategy, a very simple strategy to the group called the D1. And the D1 is a very, very simple strategy. You do your assessment on the direction of the trend, the overall trend on the on the daily time frame, which is where you get your D. And then you drop down to the 1 hour time frame, wait for Simplicity to give you the alert, and you take the trade on the 1 hour. Very, very simple. It's just basically a two-stepper. So this was 60 pips on this trade here. Let me kind of show you. Let's go to the daily. So overall, you see the daily, and we don't care about the arrow. Okay, we don't care about the arrow. Okay, what we're looking at is the overall trend for now. Okay, because that arrow on the daily, it can go for a long time, okay, before it fully plays itself out, right? So let's show you this. You don't even have to draw a trend line, but with the trend line, you can see what is the overall trend. Overall, it was heading which way? Up, okay? So it did come down, and this could possibly play out like it did here and like it did here. You know, so it can play out, but since it's the daily time frame, this thing can play out a long time in the future. Okay, it can play out a long time because on the daily time frame, let me move my head over here out of the way. On the daily time frame, as you know, it can play out for months before it actually plays. So we're not concerned about the arrow on the daily time frame. All we're concerned about is just looking at the directional bias. And even more closely, overall, we can see it's an uptrend. Now, what we're really looking for is the immediate area right here. Okay, and I got to teach class in 8 minutes, so I got to do this video pretty quickly. Right here, you can see it bounced off the trend line, and it's heading which way. And you don't have to draw cute trend lines and all that kind of stuff. Don't worry about that. All you need to know is what is it doing? Is it going up? Or is it going down? So it looks like it's going up overall. It looks like it did a pullback, hit the trend line, and it's currently going which way? Bouncing up, and it could possibly come back up and do a little something and then drop down. We don't know the future, but that's all we need to know is for now, it looks like it's trying to recoup its directional bias, which is upwards, okay? You can even move your trend line here, the overall big trend line. Watch this. You don't even have to draw trend lines, though. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Don't get into all that, okay? Just take a glance and see if it makes sense to you, then there you go. Okay, let's move this one out of the way. All right, and let's make this one a little bit cuter. Right there, all right? See how it touched, went up, came back and touched, went up, came back and touched. So we have a legitimate trend line. So it looks like it's bouncing back to the upside, doing a temporary pullback on the daily. Okay, so you see that now? So whether you put the trend line down here or whether you put it here, it really does not matter, okay? It doesn't matter, okay? Very simple strategy. Now, overall, do you even need a trend line? No, you don't. I'm showing you how to do trend lines, but you don't have to do that. Take this off. What direction, if I was just to say, hey, take a guess and look at this. What direction is this going? Would you say up or down? Of course, it looks like it's heading up, okay? It did a temporary drop, and now it looks like it's trying to pull back up again. So that's all you need to know is just temporarily what direction. Then you click here, and you take the arrow in that same direction, and there you go. Simple as that. Let's take a look at this. Let me show you something simple. Let's go over here. When this was going this way, what direction was that? Was that up or down? Now I'm showing you something, okay? Very simple. Just look at the candles. Don't worry about the arrow. Just look at the candles. What way were they going? Were they going down in this direction or going up? Of course, they were heading down. So then, if that case, look what happened here. Bing, bing, bing. See? All you're doing is just trading with the trend. The trend is your friend, they say, right? So look at here. When it was heading downwards, you could have took this arrow for major pips. See? And before it hit the change of direction, that was 405 pips from here to here. How did you get that? Well, what was the direction? And I keep having to play musical chairs with my head. What direction was this going temporarily? It was heading down and you just took the arrow in the same direction. Now it seems to be pulling back up and you're just taking the arrow in the same exact direction. And that's pretty much the simplicity of this trading method called the D1. Okay, so anyway, that's a short video. So I just want to show you guys this strategy. Very, very simple, easy money. And what's cool about this is because this was taken on yesterday. Here it is today. And look at this trend line that I wrote, that I put, you know, just playing around on the downside. So if this, it looks like it broke through the trend, pull back and sitting on support. So if that's the case, it could continue to go up this way. That would be nice if it does, but if not, hey, I can move my stop loss up a bit, which I am going to do right above my entry. All right, and I'm locked in for profit. So no matter what happens, I'm good to go. See? Ta-da! Just that simple. Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video.